I love you so much.
Oh, thank you.
On my challenge! On my challenge! By the ancient laws of combat, we are met at this chosen ground to settle for good and all! Who holds sway over the 5 points?
When your name is presented on the document with the first letter of your first and last name capitalized, it represents capitis diminutia minima, which occurs when a man's family relations alone are changed. It's a minimal loss of rights. When your last name appears in capital letters, it represents capitis diminutia media, which occurs when a man loses his rights of citizenship but not his rights to liberty. This means you can be fined and penalized but not enslaved or imprisoned. But when your entire name is capitalized on any document, it represents capitis diminutia maxima, which states that a man's condition changes from freedom to bondage. All rights of citizenship and family rights are surrendered. This means you can be fined, imprisoned, and enslaved in any amount for any duration at the whim of the state's suggestion.
Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, ain't that right? Hold on. Uh-oh. Slow when I do that shit. All right. Ready. Let everybody trickle in. Bonjour. Bonjour.
My challenge!
show. Yeah, start the show. What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? I got a live audience today. What's happening, live audience? Yeah, good call, ref. Good call. Good call, ref. Yeah, good eye, ref. Good eye, right down the middle. Calling this one very fair. I like the refs tonight. She loves when I do that shit. Football all weekend long. It's been a football-packed weekend. Let me adjust this right here. Ooh, look how buff I am. Ooh. Oh, look how nicely everything shows up on camera right now. Wow, you can see the nice green. And you can see I'm living down by the river. Riverin. If you watch American football, you would know that it's fucking weird, man. It's the weirdest shit ever. Like, the worst teams beat the best teams. Week in and week out, you have these teams that are like juggernauts, man. They're like amazing. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is like the greatest team we've ever seen. Greatest offense, greatest defense. Oh my God, this team, you know? People go crazy over these teams. And then, like, the next thing you know, the teams just completely fail, like completely flame out. And you're just like, what the? You know, like they just burn completely fucking out. The Niners lost to, I don't know, the Giants or the Cardinals or fucking, it doesn't matter. They're all fucking, they lose to these terrible teams. The Eagles lose to the Jets or the Giants or another, just like pick a random terrible team out of a bag and they will beat the greatest team you've ever heard of. Like the greatest team ever put together in the history of NFL, and like the shittiest team in the modern era will beat the greatest team of any era. Like it just seems like the way things are set up these days, the absolute worst team can just get a win on any day. And that's what it's been like for me, fantasy football season. I think a lot of you guys know, if you guys are in the fantasy football leagues with us, you know that it's rough sledding, especially with some of these people in the league with us, namely this guy right here, Geek Illuminati.
The GOAT?
The GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT. He's the GOAT now, you know, and he keeps saying it. He's like, hey, I goated this, GOAT move, GOAT. Everything's GOAT with this guy. GOAT, 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 GOAT. And like no one can say anything about it. No one can say anything like, well, what about the fact that you're 7-0, huh? Oh well, you might call yourself the GOAT, but what about the fact that you haven't lost yet? What about that? Can you explain the fact that you haven't lost? Everybody else loses, but you haven't lost. I don't know, something weird about that. I don't believe it. It's like what they were saying about Brock Purdy, you know?
Sure.
I don't know if I can't tell you if he's good or not because I haven't seen him suck yet. Well, now you've seen him suck. And now, obviously, you think he's shit. You know, of course, we watch the games, and we're always like, what are they going to talk about tomorrow? What are they going to talk about tomorrow? Because we always watch the sports talk shows in the morning. And, you know, we already knew. It was like, okay, last week it was about Brock Purdy being the next, you know, coming of Tom Brady, Jesus, football Jesus. And then we knew that this weekend it was going to be, well, Brock Purdy's obviously not the guy. And it was a mid-dead on cue. Well, obviously he's not the guy. I mean, look, we've seen him 2 weeks in a row now face adversity. And obviously, I mean, look, he sucked. He was like, he's the weakest player on the 49ers. I mean, he's the weakest player on that team. You know, it's like, okay, guy, what about the kicker who fucking missed the game winner? Yeah, he's not, okay, yeah. No, you're right. The quarterback who won like 14 games in a row, he's the weakest player on the team. Yeah, he's the weakest player. Yeah, not the kicker who missed one and then missed another one the other, you know what I'm saying? He's Brock Purdy's the weakest player on the game. I need something to say. That's why I don't go on the mic every day. Because I don't always have something to say. You know, I have to plan this shit out. I have to sit here and take notes, you know, for at least, you know, 4 minutes. I don't know. No, I have to, I put a wealth of knowledge together.
Yeah, you do.
No, I've been sitting here actually. My pregame.
You've been there for about 2 hours.
Yeah, my pregame has been pretty good on doing the show these days. I've been putting in a specific amount of work pre-show to lead in. So I get it. I get it. You gotta have something to say. You gotta have a topic. But some of these guys, they just go overboard, you know. And it's just every week, you're like, tone it the fuck down, man. Tone it down. Good morning, everybody. Sandman in the house. What up, Sandman? Mr. Sam. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's Brittany in the background. If you guys don't know, Miss Brittany. Brittany, bitch. If you hear someone laughing in the background, someone cheering me on. Sandman in the house. Caesar C in the league. Caesar C. Second place in the in our league. We have a league. Our channel here has a league. Nick Magnuson at the top of one division, 4-3. Caesar C 3-4. Gen Matt 3-4. Noof coming in the rear. I was gonna say coming in the rear. Nufo 2-5, and then Cassie 1-6. But you know, Cassie's got shit going on, man. You know, Cassie's got like, you know, bad weather and horses and shit, man. You know. On the other side of things, the other division in the That's So West League, we have G, my cousin G Illuminati 310 here at the top of the division there at 7-0.
Wow.
7-0. 7-0. 7-0. I mean, what are we supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with 7-0? You know, I mean, come on. I can't. At this point, he's locked to get in the playoffs. It's just now it's just all about him beating us in the playoffs. And I mean, hopefully we can. I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing where my players are having bad days or his players are having really good days, or if he's just constructed a team to end all teams. But it's looking pretty bleak for the rest of us. G at 7-0. Pete right behind him at 4-3. Me at 4-3. GTI 4-3. And Steel Fawn 3-4 in that league. So you're still competitive. But when you got someone who's 7-0, the rest of us are just fighting for second, third, fourth place, you know, at this point. So shout out to my cousin for that one. Also in the other leagues, we have another league. G's 5-2 in that one. Me and Peter 4-3 in that other league, and that's the top threes right there in the OG Westside Weed Smoke Fantasy Brand Football League. I think is the name of it. The original Westside Weed Smoke Brand Fantasy Football League. That's what that one's called. You follow me? Okay. And the other one is the Westside 97 League, which is the money league that some of us are a part of. You know, couple dollars on that league. G is once again 7-0 in that league, so probably guaranteed to win the money in that, win the pot. And then I am 4-3, and Pete is 2-5 in that league. It had no relevance because I'm pretty much. If you follow the trend, I'm just saying like the top three. And I was kind of just saying the top three and not trying to embarrass anybody, you know. But for some reason, I had to make sure that you know that in the money league, G is 7-0. I'm 4-3. Second place is my friend Josh, 5-2, and Pete is 2-5 in that league. I just had to make sure that I 2-5 in that league. But it's okay. There's plenty of time left. I did the math. We have 7 weeks to go. This is a new week. We're starting over. Okay, tonight. If you don't know how to play fantasy football at this time, I'm gonna tell you how to play fantasy football real quick. I'm gonna break Satan down. Okay, this is how it goes. Okay. By the way, check out my mug. It's one of those. Remember these guys? It was not. This is not Doonesbury, right? Was this Doonesbury? Is this Doonesbury? Not Doonesbury. You know what this is?
That's Doonesbury.
With the funny penguin and Build the Cat.
This is from the Sunday paper.
Yeah. This is a good mug. I'm glad I didn't say no.
Is that when we got it at the?
Yeah, because sometimes I go antiquing. Okay, I go antiquing. Make fun of me. I don't care. I find cool shit like this. But sometimes I say no. Sometimes I say I don't need the Doonesbury penguin mug. Sometimes I say no. and I don't allow myself to have that. And then maybe I'll say, oh, if we go to that antique store again, maybe I'll see it the next time. And you never see it the next time. They get rid of all that shit every week. So thought there was a crow behind me. And so this is the one time that I didn't say no, and I'm glad I got this mug. 7 weeks to go in fantasy football, right? So if you're not playing, this is how you. Okay, start of the new week. Goose Braba, okay? Shake out the sillies. Start, come back. Stick and move. Maybe it wasn't that good for you, okay? Because I know somebody's 7-0 here. There's a lot of us are losing games, okay? You got to stick and move, okay? Don't forget to hit that waiver wire, Pick up those players that your team need. Don't switch up your defenses. Switch up your quarterbacks, Switch up your players. Drop your players who aren't doing anything, Come on. Get some life. Come on. You guys gotta get active and start playing. And somebody's gotta dethrone this motherfucker. Somebody's gotta help me beat my cousin, man. Come on. I love my cousin, man. He's one of my best friends and like a brother to me growing up. But somebody has to fucking beat this guy. Come on. Do not let him go the whole season without losing. If he has 2 undefeated seasons, 1 undefeated season, I'll never hear the end of it. And here's the thing about my cousin, guys. Here's the thing about my cousin. He's very quiet. He's not in your face with his wins. He would never really be like that. He would never be like, oh, by the way. He's nothing like me. I would be lording that shit over you every day. Every single moment. Oh, I won the championship this year. Who's the champion again? I'd create fucking shit on the fucking screen that pops up like a crown and shit. I'd hit a button and be like, oh, crown. Oh, wait. And so that's the thing though. When you're dealing with someone who's like not a sore winner, it's really fucked up because my cousin will be like, he'll say shit like, if you want, I could drop some players off my team and you could pick them up. He'll say shit like, hey, I could trade you some players off my team to help you out, or it would probably help me out. But it's like now he's at the point where he could give you charity. He's like a good king, like, oh, I'll help out the good people that I'm ruling over. I'll help them out, like a feudal lord. And so it's like the Far Side. No, it's not the Far Side. It's the fucking one. Do you remember the comic strip with the Bill the cat? He was like a nervous ass cat. He was an orange nervous cat, and this fucking penguin. And it was by the Doonesbury Dude, and it was like when I was growing up, this cartoon, I liked the cartoons, but I remember reading it, and I'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Who the fuck is Oliver North? And they'd be like making like little subtle governmental jokes and shit, and you'd be like, I don't know, fucking lasagna cat, like I was on that shit, Sandman, you back in the States? Okay. That's nice to know. Goated. Yeah, we've all been goated at this point. But no, it's not the Far Side. So yeah, if you guys are out there, start this week over. Start this week fresh. Maybe you have a record like Pete in Madden 97. Maybe your record is 2-5, which you might think like, oh shit, my name's Pete. I'm 2-5. Oh shit, how do I I have a losing record. Like I'm losing, I mean, my name's Pete. I'm 2-5. What do I do? Everybody's, 7-0, 4-3, 5-2. I'm 2-5. Like what do I do? Well, keep your head up. First of all, Pete and Pete's of the world. I'm not just singling one person out. Come on, man. It's fucked up. If I just singled out Pete, 2-5. But hit that waiver wire, start fresh. We got 7 weeks to go. I just did the math. Me and Brittany, we did the math. We calculated everything. We found out the last day of the regular season for fantasy football is December 11th. December 11th, Sunday night. December 11th, dramatic night. Okay? If you play fantasy football, you would know that's a dramatic night. The last game of the regular season, and it all comes down to that Sunday night game. And you might have players in there. You're just like the other guys getting points, and you're getting points, and oh my God, It's so fun. It's so stressful. It's dramatic. I love it. So play. Because even if you're 2-5, like Pete Ramirez, you have 7 weeks to go. You can get 7 wins, and you could end up being 9-5. You know, if you go completely undefeated, which is fucking impossible. You know, for someone like Pete. Is Brian Joel here? Brian Joel, I got something for you right here, Brian Joel. This one's for you.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was for you, Brian Joel. Hopefully he got that one, man. That one's for Brian Joel. That was for you, Dr. DTI. So yeah, 2-5 can still go to the playoffs. I've seen some crazy shit. I've seen losing records get to the playoffs before. As a matter of fact, I've had a losing record and gotten to the playoffs, so it can happen. Good luck, Jen Matt. Yeah, good luck everybody, you know? Good luck everybody. But you know, come on. I want to be the one. I want to be the one to win, you know?
I don't know how to put this.
So yeah, 7 weeks.
I'm kind of a big deal.
You got 7 weeks to go. December 11th, last game of the regular season. Then the playoffs start. If you don't know how the playoffs work, playoffs are cumulative. There's going to be 4 weeks worth of playoffs. Four. I feel like I got a big Andre the Giant hand.
Four. There are 4 weeks left of the playoff.
4. Why am I doing my hand like that? Like it's
Halloween. Here's a dead hand. Oh, dead hand.
Oh yeah. So it's you play someone in the playoffs. You know, you play someone in the playoffs. And then it's 2 weeks. You play them once, and then you play them the next week, and you compile the scores up. And then whoever wins out of all the games, out of the 2 weeks, that player moves on. So there'll be a playoffs, and then there'll be some finals, and then there'll be a lot of shit talking for, you know, until the beginning of September, like as always. Hey, Cassie. Good evening. Good morning. Afternoon. Facts. But yeah, congratulations, G. You've been killing it, man. You've been doing a really good job. I gotta admit.
Do you think he's doing so well because he's in 17 leagues?
Well, I mean, experience has something to do with it. You
Right.
know, he plays fantasy football. He watches football. He analyzes football. He knows a lot about the game. So it just makes him, you know, good at fantasy football. He's always been good at fantasy football. I think, you know, from the first time we started playing in, probably like 2008 or something like that. He was always, he was always like in the playoffs, or we would conspire together to get into the playoffs. Like he was always there, you know. Or if he didn't make the playoffs, he was taking chances on players when he could have made the playoffs, but he would like take crazy chances to just try to do, you know. But like in the early years, we would just try to like learn how to play.
For sure.
But yeah, he was always really good at fantasy football, and now the experience is starting to really show, especially in like our leagues in the past few seasons. He's been a threat to everyone, and now and before we didn't really, you know, like I said, G's quiet. He's not in your face with like I am or Pete, you know. But he's kind of taken on the role, the persona of like, okay, you know, I don't need to be this way, but my fantasy football CEO version of myself can talk a little shit. And so he's been talking shit, and it's fun because the more the merrier in fantasy football. The more people are talking shit, the more people involved, the more people setting their lineups, the more people having fun with it, the funner it is, you know. And then you just kind of, it's almost like going out to karaoke, you know. The more people who just cut loose and sing and have a good time, the funner it is, you know. Instead of, it's just like me and Karen from accounting singing, you know, saying the whole fucking time, you know. And she's singing shit from Wicked, and you're like, bro, nobody wants to hear shit from Wicked, dude. Sing some fucking Gaga.
Well, now
You know what I'm saying.
Sorry, but with your competitive nature, does G winning motivate you to want to pick up more leagues like he does, so you can dominate, like fully dominate?
Yes.
Yeah.
My competitive nature now,
For sure.
I'm thinking about not only this season, but how I'm going to dominate for future seasons. I'm going to look out and make sure that G doesn't get the players that he needs, and make sure that I hold him down, all the while progressing further and further to the top. But I need to make sure that I stifle him and his offense. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
For sure, I bet, yeah.
It's been some intense conversations with myself, sitting there sometimes, you know. You're sitting there concentrating, you're thinking. You go back and listen to that part later on. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. Trust me. Yeah.
Sound noises?
Yeah. There's a lot of good sound effects right there. Yeah,
Okay.
That's some good shit. Bloom County. Thank you. Bloom County. Is it Bloom County? Yes, it is. Bloom County. Thank you. Bloom County. And I think. Oh yeah.
Doesn't say it, babe.
And the penguin's name is Opus, and the artist's name is Bill. Yeah. Made in Thailand. Yo, for real?
Chinese.
Huh?
That's China. That's overseas.
No, China.
Oh,
I'm okay with this. I don't want shit from China. Thailand's fine.
okay.
Yeah. I don't want a Chinese massage. I want a Thai massage. No, this is actually a good fucking mug right here. It's fucking stamped, numbered, a designer's collection, American greetings, stoneware. This is like
A legit mug.
1984.
You got that for hella cheap.
99 cents.
Yeah.
Gotta love the fucking, gotta love the antique store. I go antiquing. Hey, I go antiquing. Whatever.
That's it. How did it feel to you? Let me think. Don't think. Feel.
Yeah, I'm not racist, okay? And I know whenever you start a conversation like this, it never goes well for the person having the conversation, but I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I have no problem with Chinese people whatsoever. I have a problem with the fucking products that they export, okay? I have a problem with the products that they export. I don't have a problem with their escorts. I'm sure their escorts are fine, you know. Yeah. I don't have a problem with the Chinese people. I have a problem with the products that they make in their country and export to other countries. Okay, that's not racist. Okay, I'm hating on an object, not hating on a people. Okay, I love Chinese people. I love Chinese people, man. I don't specifically know any Chinese people, but the ones that are here in this country.
I know 3. They're nice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they fucking stay open on Christmas Day, you know, and feed people. That's pretty fucking cool,
They have
you know.
great food.
Great food.
Great food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking those rangoons.
Oh, crab rangoon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking win, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna slap me, boy?
No, totally. But I don't, you know, but here's the thing. That food, it's made right here.
For sure.
It's made right here. Okay? I wouldn't Grubhub some shit from China and have it sent over here or overnighted or, you know, like, oh, I want some fresh meat from the Wuhan market. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that.
Best Chinese food you ever had?
Best Chinese food I ever had.
Where was it?
Well, it wasn't in China. I've never been there. And it wasn't in a Chinatown.
Mine was San Francisco Chinatown.
Oh, really?
For sure, at a red egg and ginger party.
No, I think my favorite Chinese food was, you know what it is? I got different levels of Chinese food, too.
Oh.
You know, there's like, okay, what's your favorite? You know, like a Mexican restaurant. You can have a Mexican restaurant, like a sit-down Mexican, and where they're like, oh, the hot plate, you know, and the fucking plate's like piping hot.
For sure.
You know, but that food is different than the taco stand or the taqueria. And so it's hard to compare those two.
Yeah.
And so like a regular Chinese, you know, what you want for delivery, like one of those places. That's not racist because look, you can tell my eyes, I have a slightly downturned epicanthic lobe. Which means that my people came from the Bering Strait and shit, so I could say that. I could make that joke. I could make that joke all day, okay? Don't get those motherfuckers on me, man. But no, so like, I've had really good Chinese food at the places where it's a restaurant with the big fucking Lazy Susan where you spin it around and they have the hot tea and everybody gets tea with the hot ass steel thing. Everybody gets a cup of tea. Everybody gets a bowl of egg drop soup with the spoon.
Yes.
So that experience is different than, you know, going to like a buffet or going to a fat, you know what I'm saying? So like, so there used to be this restaurant we used to go to in Dublin that used to have really like sit down Chinese food with the whole nine and all that shit. You know, that was probably the best like sit down Chinese food that I've ever had. But I think there was a place that we ordered from one time and they had like the rangoons and the chicken. And even though it was delivered, you know, it took 20 minutes to get to our house, it was still hot and super crispy, and the batter was super crispy but light, and it reminded me of some shit that you would get like in like a New York Chinese restaurant, or like, you know, like a place that's just cranking that out and they just make one thing, you know, like they just make the rangoon, you know, and they specialize in that. That's what it felt like, you know.
Was that the fancy rangoon? Remember there was one rangoon that we ordered that was like a fancy filling, and we were like, oh, this is
maybe
definitely a
step
up.
I think it was like more crabby, you know, like you could actually, like there was actually
crab,
like chunks of crab or whatever. I don't know if it was real crab.
I don't know what it was.
It didn't get me sick, or maybe I don't know. I've been
maybe you're on the 5 years.
I've been eating a lot of fucking crab lately. I gotta admit, taking my chances with the crab. And I haven't really felt the effects, so I'm thinking maybe there could be a possibility that I'm not on the crab allergy right now, because I think I would know right away, like if I had the crab.
You've eaten enough times that I feel, you know, that we would have had it by now.
Yeah, I would have known.
Yeah.
because I think like I have a little bit of crab, and then the next time I had like a couple more bites, and I think the last time I like had a good amount of crab. I would have known.
We should have you eat it every few months or something like that until we figure out when your year starts that you're allergic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, one of these times when I'm really feeling it and we're out somewhere and they got the crab on the menu or some kind of crabby thing, and I know it's real crab and not pollock or pollock or whatever that shit is. Imitation crab is called pollock.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I said pollock. Not cool.
Pollock.
Yeah. She pointed at herself. But no, next time I see something that like sounds really good and it's like really like crabby, I'm just gonna go for it and have a serving of it and just see what happens.
All right.
And then we'll just
go from there.
Yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe I'll buy like an EpiPen on the way home or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like it's not one of those allergies where my throat closes up completely and my eyes and my face swells up. It's more of the kind where it's like, Brittany, I've got poopy. I've got poopy. It's one of those. So I will get poopy, like bad poopies, and
How many days?
like 48 hours,
Okay.
throwing up and poopies, really bad.
All right.
Yeah. Didn't stop me from fucking trying it again.
No?
Fucking love crab. It's so good. It's the only thing that like. It's the only thing that you could really like. Hold in your hand and dip in butter and eat, and like no one like judges you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you took bread and dipped it into melted butter, people would be like, "Oh my god, dude, you're gross."
But in a crab feed, you can do it and nobody
says
judges
anything.
you.
Yeah. And really, it's just an excuse to dip something in butter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is like, why is everybody hating on butter? Like, we were at the movie theater the other day, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'll take a popcorn with butter," and he's like, "Oh, can I get extra butter?" And everybody's like, "Ugh, okay," and they start to do it like an asshole. They're like, he's like, okay. Like, fuck, don't be a dick about it. Like, oh, you want extra butter? Yeah, fuck you, asshole. How dare you make me pump this thing? And it's just like, oh, calm down. Like, I just want extra butter, man. I like the flavor. I'm not eating popcorn. I'm not eating popcorn for the fucking mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I'm not eating popcorn for the fucking lovely way it feels in my teeth and at the back of my throat. No, I'm eating it because it's like the only way to get the fucking just a butter flavor. I just want a way to get butter into my gullet. That's it.
Well, and that's why they have the microwave popcorns that have butter or movie theater butter.
Right.
They have more.
Yeah. Because movie theater butter is like, it's like butter on crack. It's like, we're gonna take from the makers of butter, from the makers of butter and Red Bull. We're gonna take everything about butter and we're gonna like hype it up. It's like the Jolt Cola of butter, you know? Like a fucking, some more butter, more fat, more salt. Fucking love that shit, man. Thank you. Thank you. You okay? You good? All right. Calm down. You're pregnant. Watch out.
Gene Tennis at the plate.
All right. Do I have to take a break? You know what I got to remember to do? I got to remember to save some beer for when I'm doing a show. So I can have a beer at the end of my show.
I can throw you this.
Huh?
I can throw you this.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Oh. Whammy! I wasn't ready for it.
Oh,
I was going to say, let me take my glasses off.
Oh.
Yeah. It got lost in the sun. I remember, like, when I was playing baseball, they would always, like, I'd be catching the fly ball, you know? And I would have the glove here. Or you know, I'd be tracking the ball like that.
Yeah.
And the coach would be like, nah, fucking fool, put the glove right in front of your face You know what I'm saying? And the balls, you're not going to let it hit your face, though, you know? And I'd be like, yeah, but like, what if I fuck that up, man? Like, what if I fuck that up somehow? You know? Like, nah. I'll catch it right here. Like, off my chest, bro. I'm good. I'll catch it like this and shit. Wait! Hustle! Like, what do you want? Leg it out! Hustle! We're changing sides. You don't need me. I'm fucking 5th in the batting order. Why do you need... Hustle! I hated that shit. Sports wasn't for me. Fantasy sports, it's perfect. Fucking, I live in a fantasy fucking world, man. I live in a material world. And I am a material girl. It's going right there in the blanket.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Good job.
Well,
that's in my football class.
Yo.
That was
Good job, ref. Good job. Right down the middle. Good job, ref. No, that was some Native American, like, you know, like tomahawk.
Oh, tomahawk.
Tomahawk, knife throwing. Yeah.
Going back to your roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the roots. Not that far.
I like that band.
Roots?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw them live. I told you that.
Oh, I think you did.
Yeah, I saw the Roots live. It was the Roots. The Roots and Dave Matthews Band.
Ooh.
Yeah. Outkast was there too. CeeLo, Lauryn Hill. It was like a music festival, and Dave Matthews Band was the final act. And so it went CeeLo, Lauryn Hill, Outkast, Roots, Dave Matthews.
Was it like an all-day event?
Yeah, all-day event.
Sweet.
And then,
I'm so happy
and then at the end of the night, Dave Matthews brought out the Roots and Outkast, and everybody was on stage, and they just all did a bunch of songs together.
Oh, awesome!
Great concert. Side story, hilarious side story. At the time, I had worked. I got time. And this is a talk show for humans, so we're just I'm gonna turn this short, boring story into a long, boring story. So bear with me here. At the time, I was working as a in the housing field, okay. And so we would go to like expositions and conferences, and you would get swag all the time. Everywhere you go, swag. You know, I don't know how many like miniature little fucking tape measures I got, and fucking kitchen magnets and all kinds of fucking shit. Well, one of the items of swag that I picked up was a square binocular, plastic square binocular about that big, and it unfolded. It was folded in half, and you unfold it like the two diamond parts. Okay. Unfold it like that, and then you have some binoculars.
Nice.
And so I remember I found them at one of the conventions, and I picked up all the swag. I love the swag, you know me. At the time, I was probably like 19, 20 years old, so it was like swag, you know. All the old guys were like, what are you doing with all that swag? I just look like a rookie, you know. It's just like, I'm going to put this shit in my car. They're like, fucking rookie, you know. And so I remember I got these binoculars, and the concert was coming up in a few weeks. I was like, remember to take the binoculars. Oh, sure. And I brought them, and you know, they weren't made of metal. I was able to bring them in.
Okay.
And it was, you know, towards the end of the show, you know, people had been getting drunk and riled up. I myself was probably a few beers deep. And I had just stopped at one point. I just bought a beer and was walking around. And my buddy Josh just walked over to the bathroom. And so I was like, I'll wait for you right here while you go to the bathroom. And I'm sitting there, and I pull out the binoculars, and I've got my beer, binoculars, and I'm just sitting there looking out. And then all of a sudden, a girl just comes out of nowhere and just like throws her arms around me. Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate this story, but it's hilarious.
Okay.
And she just she's like looking at me. She's like, what are you doing?
Oh, she was drunk.
Oh, she was fucked up.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I was like, I'm looking at the band, you know? And she's like, what are you doing? That's weird. You're weird. And I was like, okay. And she was like, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm looking at the band through these. And she was like, what? And I was like, they're binoculars. I was like, you wanna see? I've never seen her before, by the way. I've never seen this woman before, you know? And so I hand her the binoculars, and she takes them and puts them up to her face, and she's like, what? And I'm like, here. And I hold them, and I'm like, look through here. Like, they're binoculars. And she puts her face up again, and I'm looking at her do this, you know, and I'm just like, oh, this chick's fucking gone, dude. Like, she's so drunk. She's not going to see anything through there no matter what, because, you know. And so she's like, they don't work. She's like, it's stupid. You know, I was like, yeah, you're right. It's so stupid, right? And she goes, throw them. And it's like one of those times where you do the analysis real quick, you know? What's going to get me what outcome?
What's going to get me a kiss? What's going to get me laid? What's going to get me anything?
And I was like, okay, I could say, throw these. I got these for free at a conference, you know, like, why would I do that? Or I could say, I got these free at a conference. I could throw them. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a crowd of a sea of fucking thousands of people. And I was like, okay, I could throw these sideways to that direction, and it's probably going to fucking hit someone. Yeah, I know. It's probably going to fucking hit someone. I know this. But they're plastic. It's a really light plastic, and I was like, if anything, it's going to hit someone in the back, and they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? And they're going to be like, oh, shit, binoculars. The worst case scenario, it hits someone in the fucking temple, and they bleed a little bit, but it's not killing them, you know. I did all this math. But the number one statistic that stood out in my mind was, I throw binoculars, this chick makes out with me immediately.
For sure.
Throw them! And I said, okay. Pew! Boom! Somewhere in the fucking 7th row, somewhere in the fucking pit. You know, those assholes are expecting some shit any fucking way. Boom! Through the binoculars. All of a sudden, now this chick is just fucking got her arms around me and she's making out with me. And I'm fucking like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And just like that, Josh is out of the bathroom. He's like, hey, what's going on, bro? I got next, dude. I'm like, oh my God, all right. And then her friend grabs her and she's like, what the fuck are you doing, Tiffany? And she's like, oh, no. They go off. My buddy's like, what the fuck happened? What were you doing? I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's like, where are your binoculars?
The shit you do for a woman.
Huh?
The shit you
The shit,
do
yeah.
for a woman.
When you're of that age, in your 20s, and you're trying to just
impress,
get some, you know, it's always about getting some.
That's always on your mind.
It's so funny because like in your 20s and you know, late teens, 20s, you're for the most part what society considers your most attractive, your prime, you know. And I don't know about for you, but like for me and many other guys, even if you're the fucking most handsome motherfucker on earth, the moment you stop getting laid was the last moment you're ever gonna get fucking laid. Now, I think it might be different for some women, but I think some women understand that too. Is like once the relationship is ended, you're like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna fucking have a relationship again. Now, like I said, I know you are very attractive and you got a bubbly personality, so I don't think you had that problem. And likewise, I felt like I was an attractive person with a great personality, but I'd be 22 years old and a girl would break up with me and I would be like, I'm never going to get in a fucking relationship again. That was my last fucking relationship. I don't even know what I did to get into that relationship. It's fucking doomed. I could never recreate that shit. I could never recreate this magic again. I'm going to be single forever. But you're 22. Like you don't.
You wanted a relationship at 22?
Not even that was just like getting laid and like knowing you're gonna get laid. Like even if it was a hookup, like to keep that hookup and not lose it. and say you're hooking up with someone, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Oh, no, I'm going out. Oh, you know, where are you going? Oh, you know, and then you find out it's with somebody else, and then you're no longer the hookup.
For sure.
And then you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I gotta find, as a guy, you're like, now I gotta find another hookup.
Yeah.
Not just in some kind of, you know, sexual relationship,
Yeah.
whether it was a girlfriend or a hookup or just, you know, a friend with benefit.
Yeah.
I always like to have all three, you know, at once, just to cover all your bases, you know.
I'll slap the hoe.
Huh?
I'll slap the hoe.
Well, I am a Navajo. You Navajo, Slapaho. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, you want more?
Yeah, I'd love another one. All this talking got my throat hurting.
Gene Tennis at the plate.
Woo. All right. I'll take highly invested. Hey, yeah, this is live. Live, see? Look at the corner right there. Live! But yeah, when I was a kid, it was like, I'm 22 years old. I'm in my prime. I'm handsome. Handsome as all devil. Got the greatest personality on earth. A girl breaks up with me when I'm 22 and it's the end of the fucking world. I'm never going to get a fucking relationship again. I'll never find a fucking girlfriend again. No fucking confidence. No, I'm just fucking done, man. It's done, bro. I'm ever going to find another chick again. And then you fucking, you know, someone else comes in your fucking, it fucking happens. And then it happens. And you're in that relationship and you're, whatever reason, you don't do things right. You take it for granted. That shit ends. Oh my God, it's never going to happen for me again. Ah! And you're in your 20s the whole time you're in your 20s. Now, like, when I was in my 30s and I was single in my 30s, I was like, I don't got to worry. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to happen for me sometime. Like, I got to a point where I was like, I know what I'm working with. I know it's going to happen for me sometime. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. I hope everything works out for you, but don't worry. I'll be fine. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I used to be like that. But I had a God damn it. I had a good sound effect for that. Fuck.
Did you used to be a piece of shit?
Oh, yeah. Slick back hair, white bathing suit, sloppy steaks, white couch. You would have not liked me back then.
I was a piece of shit, though.
Used to be.
I said was.
What's up, Just Do? How you doing, bro? I know it's live. That's the old joke. Oh, is this live? Hit the live. Look at all this little fucking shit I got on the screen. It's weird to look at. Adding production, upping the production value. You know what I'm saying? I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. The great Mitch Hedberg.
Fuck little bodies.
Anybody been watching? I got a bunch of sound clips from. I Think You Should Leave.
He's eating a hot dog.
What?
He's
I don't know
eating
if you
a
guys
hot
do
dog
it.
under there.
Pat, we know you're eating a hot dog.
I'm not, sir. I'm just like the tightest I've ever been in my life.
If you're not watching, I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. You guys are really fucking missing out on a fucking wealth of comedy. Like a wealth of comedy.
It's just after 10 p.m. This is the adult tour, which means you can drink if you want, and we can say whatever the hell we want.
Jizz.
Sorry?
Jizz. By cum shot. You can say that because you said we can say whatever the hell we want.
I'm sure.
Or horse cock.
Yeah, I guess. You know, there are no rules about swearing.
Awesome.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Check that shit out. Gucci Mane just got out of work, seeing all three of y'all live. Figured I'd pop in and say, what up, what up, what up? I've been all right, man. Just, I don't know if you know, over here. You know, living on the river, van down by the river. Got my lovely girlfriend here, who is how many weeks pregnant now?
18. I think I'm 18 weeks now.
18 weeks. Yeah. 18 weeks. Yeah. 18 weeks pregnant. Only 4 more weeks to go. 18 weeks pregnant and about to find out the sex within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. You think 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most?
This is the second week. Next week will be the third. So next week.
So next week, find out. Yeah. We'll find out the inevitable. You know, everybody's been, oh, a boy or a girl. Come on, guys, stop fucking around. Stop giving yourself false hopes. And naming daughters and fucking looking at pink shit. Look, don't trip. I'll let my son wear pink. You know he's gonna be able to fucking pull it off.
Yes, with your skin tone, you can pull off all those colors.
Yes, but you know it's gonna be a son. Everybody knows it's gonna be a son at this point. We saw on the you know, she did the ultrasound or whatever, you know, we saw he had to push his dick out of the way to fucking wave at us. Fucking. So I already know, everybody knows, everybody's been playing along and trying to, like, you know, like when people say like, or woman, you know, it's like one of those things, you know, like, yeah, my son or daughter. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we already know though. Like, we already know. Because I'll tell you why. Okay? It's simple science. And when I say simple science, I'm talking about simple with a U. Simple. All right? Simple science. The simple science is, okay? The simple science is women get prettier when they're having a boy. Okay? Whenever you see a woman and she's pregnant and you're like, oh, you're glowing. Oh, this pregnant woman, pregnant woman glowing. She's having a boy. She's having a boy. And then you see a woman and she's having the fucking
worst pregnancy on earth. The worst pregnancy on earth. I hate this. I'm sick.
And it shows. And it shows in her face. Like, her face will just be like, and you're like, man, you didn't always look, but for the past 3 months, I think you're having a daughter. Those are women, and it's simple science, I believe. And when I say simple science, it's coming from someone with no science background. I, as a matter of fact, hated science in school. I love science now. Hated science in school. And I think there's something to that. I think the way they teach science in school is to make people hate science. So you grow up and you don't want to be a scientist, and you don't want to be a scientist. You don't want to ask questions. You don't want to answer questions. You're just like, fuck it, man. There's people who like science and it ain't me. But I love science, but for some reason they pushed me away when I was a kid. I hated it. But my simple science says that something about the estrogen, which women have, okay, only women have, men don't have this, that the daughter takes the estrogen from the mom to be formed in the stomach. Now, I'm telling you, somebody out there is like a pediatrician or a physicist, and they're like, wait, that science don't add up. It's simple science. I'm not saying it's from a simple-brained person creating a scientific, you know, like dinosaurs and man existed at the same time, you know, like one of those things. I'm saying that a pregnant woman gets a little uglier because the daughter is just sapping all the fucking humanity from her. And then she's just like, I get this fucking kid out of me. And then it's fucking, you know, Tiffany or Brittany, you know, or the Savannah Faye, you know, White. So yeah, that's the simple science behind that. And you know, the woman carrying a boy looks bright and cheery and beautiful, and like my girl right here. Beautiful cheeks, rosy cheeks, big smile, hair. shiny and thick, body getting voluptuous. She's having a boy. Simple science.
Well, I thought it was a very lovely story. And you tell it so well, with such enthusiasm.
I appreciate you saying all
Well,
that.
yeah, because you want a girl.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're like, yeah, you know, because you have a boy. So you would like to see a girl. And you know, and here's the thing. Either way, however this child turns out, it's going to have a fucking great fucking time.
Yeah.
It would have a great life as a boy. It would have a great life as a girl. It would have a great life as, you know, if it chose if it was born and chose one of the other teams, you know, it'd have a great life either way. As long as it didn't choose to be a Republican, I think me and the kid will get along. Me and the kid would get along fine. Until that day. Until the kid sits me down and is like, Dad, we got to talk. I'll be like, fuck. It's right about that age. Fucking 18, graduated from high school, about to go away to college. All right, son, you know, what do you want me to tell you? Be like, Dad, I got to tell you something. I'm like, fuck it. Hit me with it, Junior. I already know. We've all known. Okay, Dad, I got to tell you. I'm registering as a Republican. I'll be like, you fucking mutt! Get the fuck out of my house! Get the fuck out of my house! So you're not gay? No, I'm not gay. But that's even worse! Why do you talk like that? Get out! Get out! Get out! Go live off social programs that the party that you're voting for isn't gonna fucking give you. Because I make too much money. How about that, son? See? That's how you get political. Make it funny. So yeah, I lost a viewer. I lost 2 viewers. They're like, God damn it. Fucking you went political. Fucking delete, leave the stream. God damn it.
What's the joke exactly?
It's just the way I feel. Okay, you're right. I didn't have to do the voice. You know. You knew where I was going with that. It's okay. Not every gay man speaks feminine. And not every Asian person drives terribly. I don't know why I'm defending stereotypes.
I don't know how you are either.
Not every Native American has a drinking problem.
That's true.
Yeah, but some of them do.
Some
Okay?
do.
Yeah. I speak from experience. And see, I can say all these things because I've been all those things. All right? Well, except the Republican, Dad. Yeah, if you guys aren't watching, I think you should leave. Give it a shot. I think you guys would really enjoy it. It's on Netflix. It's one of my favorite shows. Shows. I haven't been watching nothing else. We haven't been watching anything else. We usually watch the Special Forces World's Toughest Test on Fox. But that's not on until November 6th. We just found out we're missing 2 weeks. 2 weeks of Special Forces World Toughest Test, which is like pretty much my favorite show right now.
I think this is the halfway point. I think they hit 5 days already.
Oh.
And so this is the break because I think they only go for 10
10
days.
episodes?
I think it's 10 episodes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. The rest of the shows are kind of just run of the mill, Dancing with the Stars. I gotta catch up on that. I wasn't really feeling that last week. I have to be in the mood, you know, for all that bubbly shit, you know.
For your girlfriend, you have to be in the mood.
Lily Pons, never Lily Pons.
I love her. But there's like no real scripted shows yet, except I guess we've been watching 2 shows on TV that I don't know if you guys are watching. They're excellent. Okay. They're excellent in terms of broadcast network shows. So the 2 shows are Found and The Irrational. But don't compare them to HBO shows. No. You know, don't compare it to the FX or the HBO or the Netflix show. Prime time. It's prime time. You know, there's a certain level of production, but it ain't Netflix. You're not going to get the cuss words. You're not going to get the dark shit. You know, it's dark. Mm-hmm. They go places. But don't expect that HBO level of shit. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But for a network primetime drama, these 2 shows really stand out. First one is Found. You might have seen the previews. You might have heard about it. It's the one where the woman is holding Zach Morris. Yeah, holding Zach Morris hostage, captive. But it turns out that he was her kidnapper. He kidnapped her as a child, and she somehow turned the tables on him and kidnapped him. And she, I'm going to explain this to you, and you're going to be like, this sounds worse and worse. It's going to sound worse and worse as I go along with it, okay? She was kidnapped by Zach Morris, Mark Paul Gosselaar. She was kidnapped by him. She turns the tables, kidnaps him, and then she opens up a business where she finds missing people. Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, whoa, that sounds mad convoluted. It gets even more convoluted when you introduce the members of her team. Oh, my God. And the members of her team are like fucking way fucking out there. And they got their own fucking stories. And you're going to see at least like 2 spin-off shows from this one show. Maybe even 3 or 4. Like, for real. I'm not fucking lying. This is going to be the next NCIS. And there's going to be like Northwest South versions of all these fucking characters. So it's convoluted as it sounds. The writers have done a great job of pulling it off and making you care about her character, making you care about the kidnapper. Well, they're both kidnappers, really, at this point. Yeah. So you care about these 2 kidnappers. You can't really tell who's bad, who's good at this point. You don't really know the backstory. We're only 4 episodes deep. Yeah. But the team of people that she works with are extremely interesting. And one woman in particular is fucking just acting her ass off on the show. And she plays this character of someone who lost a child, and as brilliant as she is in her professional life, in her personal life, she spends every hour that she's not working waiting at a bus station with flyers for her child to reappear, 20 years later or some shit. But she's very successful in her job. She's just a side character. There's another character who doesn't leave the house, and they show you in an episode how painful it is for him to leave his house. They touch on some of these kind of mental illnesses that people have, but they're functioning people with these massive problems and these just huge dark clouds of mental illness hanging over their life that would normally cripple most people. And in their personal life, they are crippled. But their professional life, they're fucking just excelling. And it's just an amazing show. I would check it out if I were you guys. It's called Found. It's definitely one of the shows this season that I'm like, okay, this is the show. This is the show of this year that is kind of like, I found a show. I found a good show. Until they fuck it up, hopefully they don't fuck it up. I know NBC does that shit. As long as it doesn't turn out to be a dream sequence or an alternative fucking multiverse shit, we're fine. Don't fuck me. Don't go lost on me. And the other show is a show called The Irrational, which is just another kind of it's like a crime scene detective crime solving show. Like all the other shows out there, you just give the main character a superpower. Yes, this main character's superpower is he's just a behavioral scientist. He could read body language. He knows people. He knows human beings very well. It's almost as if he was Dr. House. Yeah, a Dr. House, but as a detective. All of these detective shows have this character, whether it's Psych, where he pretends to be a psychic, but he's just really, really intuitive and just pays attention to the details. Numbers, where somebody's just super good at numbers and they know, all these shows have that character. House, who, has a mild form of Asperger's and by shutting out emotions and people, he could really concentrate on these problems that nobody else can solve. And so it's just another one of those shows where the main character has this superpower, but a flaw at the same time. And so as we learn more about his superpower, we learn more about his flaw. But yeah, that's another standout show to me. It's called The Irrational, both on NBC. So good job, NBC. Finally, fucking been pretty shit for a while. So yeah, those are two standout shows. Other than that, I don't know, scripted TV. Loki.
Oh yeah.
Loki, I guess, is a show that I'm definitely looking forward to every week.
Oh yeah, we watched that one on Thursdays after football.
Yeah, Loki's a good show, and but that to me, Loki is like not even a show at this point. It's just like you gotta love the Marvel universe. Yeah. If you don't care about the Marvel universe, if you're not into the Marvel universe, you're probably not gonna love Loki. I mean, you could watch it and love it for its production value, which it has a lot of production value, but you'd be lost. If you sat in a room with me and Brittany and you didn't know about the Marvel universe and you were watching Loki, and we'd be like, oh, did you see that? Yeah, because the clock was on the wall in the background, the clock, and it was back, and you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? The clock? Oh my god, dude, fucking nerd alert. But if you're into that type of thing, Loki's great. I know that the audience, my audience is in their upper 20s, 30s and 40s, I'm guessing 30s and 40s, and most people of like my age range, it's rare for a person of my age to like Marvel so much,
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. Like a 45-year-old normally doesn't like Marvel. I just taught myself to like Marvel years and years ago because I knew if I was going to continue sleeping with chicks younger than me, I had to know a little bit about the fucking Marvel universe because the fucking conversations kept going back to fucking Iron Man. And I'd be like, oh yeah, Iron Man. I used to collect the comic book. And they'd be like, ugh, gross. We're talking about the movie. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I saw that. I'd be like, or like girls be talking about the Marvel universe, oh, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. And I'd be like, oh, you know what fucking comic book movie's awesome? Fucking Batman. Yeah, fucking Batman Begins. The fucking Dark Knight. This shit is fucking hella dark. The fucking Heath Ledger is fucking crazy. The Joker is fucking hella dark. Yeah, hey. Did I ever tell you how I got these scars? And the girls are just sitting there like, yeah, fucking really romantic, dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like so the most, but like that's that shit you learn as a guy, like being single, is to, when you're in those conversations, you got to realize like, okay, this is not the time for personal opinion. You're trying to get laid over here. Are you trying to get laid, or are you trying to give them your personal opinion? What are you trying to do here? Because you can't do both. You can't sit there and walk up to a group of 20-year-old girls having a conversation about Marvel and start talking about Batman and think you're either gonna win the debate, which if you're gonna debate like Batman being better, yeah, Batman's the fucking best. You'll win the debate, but you're not gonna get laid. Or you can walk into the group and be like, yeah, fucking Iron Man. Yeah, I heard they're gonna make another Thor. Oh, have you seen the news, Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, boy, you're getting laid, my friend. You're getting laid. You're getting laid tonight, by a girl who's graduating Chico next year. But you did it, You add that to your resume, college chick. Psh. But you got to know, you got to know how to talk about Marvel. You got to know how to talk about Marvel. Don't just talk about Batman, even though we all know he's the best. You know, this is guy shit. It's guy shit. You know, because all guys think like, and there's guys out there right now. They know what I'm gonna say, and then there's guys out there who they're not gonna. They're gonna go like, no, I wouldn't do that. No, it is your secret dream. It's every guy's secret dream that you get so fucking rich, filthy fucking rich, that you could buy all that shit. You could buy the fucking thing to climb the fucking walls, and you could buy a fucking bat cycle and a Batmobile and a bat boat and a bat copter and a bat fucking wing. Huh. The Batmobile, the bat cycle, the bat boat. But yeah, why was the bat plane not called the bat plane? It was the bat wing. Like that, they didn't like the whatever that is. The either way, they should have followed the rule there. They were going by the rule of bat whatever kind of mobile it is. You know, Batmobile, bat boat, bat cycle, and then all of a sudden it's like bat wing. No, it has two fucking wings. It's a plane. Why don't you call it bat plane? Ah. Yeah, bat. Either way, I digress. I could talk about that. I'm gonna write that down as a matter of fact, because I'm gonna really investigate that. Bat wing ? Question mark. There's a theory for that. Yeah, it's like a pattern. It's a pattern. You follow the pattern, and you went off the pattern. Yeah. You know, but it's every guy's dream that you're gonna be a millionaire, and you can get the body armor, and you can be a fucking tough guy. You see something happening, because right now, like I see shit happening. You know, I see, someone, let's say like a guy who's like a really aggressive political supporter of a certain party pushing around like an Arabic dude in a parking lot, you know? I'm not saying what party he's involved in. I'm not saying what color hat he's wearing. It could be a red hat. It could be a blue hat. Whatever you imagine in your mind. It's up to you. You paint the picture. But, you know, this aggressive guy who's part of a political party pushing around an Arabic guy in a parking lot in the Home Depot, you know, whatever, however you picture. And you see that and you're like, fuck, man. I want to step in. I want to help that fucking Arabic dude, man. You know, fucking guy's just trying to fucking, you know, get flowers, you know, tap the guy on the bumper, man. It's all fucking get poked in the chest and fucking being called racist. Hey, man, I want to step in there. But then you're like, hey, wait, that guy with that red hat on or blue hat, you know, that guy with that red hat or blue hat on looks fucking tough. Like, he does look like a big guy. He's got a big truck. He's got a big fucking, he's wearing a shirt that's showing off his arms, you know, for some reason. I mean, however you picture him in your mind, you know, but his shirt has like feathers or eagles or a flag on it or something, you know, however you picture him, you know, it's up to you. And he's poking that guy and you're like, I want to step in, you know, and you just wish you could have, and you didn't. And you're like, fuck, man, you know, I wanted to step in there, but I couldn't. I didn't have the balls or whatever. But if I had a fucking suit, if I had a suit of armor and a face mask, he couldn't recognize me. A suit of armor and fucking, you know, maybe you know, the balls he throws on the ground and smoke comes up and they're like, where the fuck did he go? You know, and that shit and the thing to climb the building. You know, I could step in and just like kick the guy in the chest and then fucking run real fast. You know, because he probably has a gun. I don't have a gun. You know, I just have armor and shit to climb walls. You know, but you could like, you feel good. You know. I'm pretty sure that's secretly every man's kind of wet dream is that you have millions of dollars and you could go out and fucking do that. You could just fucking teach fucking these fucking assholes a fucking lesson, and fucking dudes who are fucking jocks in high school and captain of the football team that they can't take your fucking shoes and piss on them in the fucking locker room. You know? I mean, however you picture the story.
Why the fuck didn't you stick up for yourself?
What?
Why the fuck didn't you stick up for yourself, you fucking coward?
Huh?
You want something else?
Not. I got to come up with a name for that. Didn't I say I got to come up with coasteration? I think it was coasteration.
Coasteration.
Well, I might end the show. Let's see. Oh, I'm only at 1 hour and 19 minutes? Fuck.
Oh. What else is going on?
That's not long at all. I thought I was like, okay, let's end this fucking marathon. Let's end this fucking 3-hour marathon. Oh, hello.
Safety meeting break?
Huh?
Safety meeting break.
Yeah, I might take a safety meeting break here.
Gulping down some pig dicks with these bags of meat. Sunday fun day with these pig dicks. Hope nobody gulps us.
If you guys hear any of these sound clips that I'm playing, and you want to hear more of them, or if you know where they're from, or if you want to know where they're from, say something in the chat. Chat's quiet. I thought the chat was fucking. I thought I got disconnected. No, I'm just so fun. But this is when I spin it. When the chat's quiet, I spin it, and I'm like, I'm just so fucking entertaining right now.
You are so entertaining. I think about how much fun I have just watching you all the time. You are so much fun.
That's what I'm hoping. When the chat gets really quiet, I'm like, I'm being so fucking entertaining right now. They can't even fucking move. They can't move a fucking muscle. They don't want to chime in at all. They're like, we don't want to fucking derail you. Keep cooking. Keep cooking, my friend. Keep cooking.
Now look in the mirror and tell me what you see.
I see Junior.
You see Junior. Well, you want to know what I see? I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap of nobody.
Let's watch Silence of the Lambs in Discord. I'm down with that. I got that. I got that movie. Actually, if we watch Silence of the Lambs in Discord, I could put it on the big screen too, and we could watch it.
We'd have to start it before it gets dark.
Before it gets dark?
Please.
Why? There's no monsters in it.
No.
There's no men in masks.
It's just a movie that makes you think. It's a psychological thriller, Clarice. What's the type of thing that you find scary, Clarice? Is it the sound of lambs screaming in the distance? Or is it the sound of bees buzzing around your head? What kind of thing scares you, Brittany? What is the type of thought that keeps you up in the middle of the night? Is it the sound of whales being rustled up, beaching themselves out of fear, flopping away in the cold, wet sand in the midnight night on the coastal shores? What is it, Brittany, that you find so frightening? For if you want to see the most terrifying thing that exists on the earth, you just need to look next to you in bed. For it's the man you sleep with that is pure evil, Brittany. Not I. Not the man locked up. Not the man who longs to be out of the hospital, longs to be out eating human flesh. Not that man, not the evil devil of society. It's the man you share your life with. Look at me, Brittany. I lie not. I lie not, Brittany. You could tell by the blood pressure cuff wrapped around my penis. My heart level is not raised one bit. You tell me, Brittany, you do the math. You know the statistics. Am I lying, Brittany? Is the doctor lying? You have your answer and your numbers, Brittany. And you know what to do next. You know what to do next. Remove the cuff. Remove the cuff from my... No, we ain't done. Remove the cuff from my penis, Brittany. Nah, I'm not done with this. I'm not giving up. Remove the cuff from my... Remove the cuff from my penis, Brittany. Remove it. Rip the Velcro across in one fell swoop, like the swoop of an eagle getting a mackerel out of the sea. It's what I'd like, Brittany. A tern's nest has a better view than I have in this hospital bed, Brittany. I want a place that I can have a view. A view, a coastal view, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, Brittany. Maybe Portland, Oregon. Or maybe Vancouver, Washington. Or maybe somewhere in the water. Maybe Columbia River, the harbor. Something where I could get out, get far away, have dreams of my own, Brittany. Have you ever tasted cat, Brittany? I'm not talking about eating pussy. I'm talking about feline. Have you ever had the sensation of eating a feline, Brittany? Cooked or uncooked? Brittany, what's the specialty? What's on the menu? I'm sweating on that one. Yeah. Yeah, we could watch Silence of the Lambs.
Oh my god.
It doesn't have to be nighttime like Brittany saying, "Oh, we gotta watch it." It's not scary. It's not scary. It's an Academy Award-winning movie. That means nothing. Oh, she just rolled. She's waved it off. Okay. That means nothing to me. Next. What other awards did it win? Next. All right. Calm down. It won some awards, all right?
My name is Rod, and I like to party.
Let's see what else I was going to talk about. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm good. I got another hour. I got another hour in me. Don't worry, guys. I got another hour or two. I just looked at my notes. I was like, oh, I didn't even fucking talk about any of that shit. And that's like fucking long-winded shit. Well, I was going to talk about the Middle West or the Middle East or wherever. I don't know. East, West, one of those. But then I was like, I just got like the channel in good standing. Like that's all I got to say is some controversial shit. And, somebody's going to be like, report, fucking ban him, cancel him. So I see how fucking people react to all that. You say the wrong fucking thing about this fucking goddamn situation, and I'm full of wrong things to say. Trust me, man. Trust me. I'm full of wrong shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a safety meeting, and maybe I'll do a safety meeting, and I'll come back and see if I have some bolas.
Booty time, booty time.
That was from Brian Joel.
Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time,
listening.
Booty time, yeah.
Oh, I put facial lotion on today.
Did you?
Yeah, that's why I'm listening. That's why I look like that. You don't need us. You entertain all on your own. Well, thank you, Jen Matt. I'm cooking. Sometimes I just cook, I start cooking, and I'll let you. If you guys got something to say, don't just let me,
This is your show too. If you got something to say, say it. You know, go ahead, chime in. You say something in the chat. If you got something to talk about, you want me to talk about something, you say it in the chat, and you know I will. That's all I'm saying. I just want to keep the lines of communication open. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to be like cutting off lines of communication, or power, supplies, groceries, water, humanitarian aid to anybody. That would be fucked up.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I hope you have a good day.
Hope you have a better week.
I hope your month is full of successful days and a lot of great ventures. I hope you just come up, brother.
I hope your whole fucking year is spectacular.
Oh, you hope my year is spectacular?
Yeah.
You got something you want to say to me?
You got something you want to say?
You smell great.
You smell great. What is that?
Burberry. What you got on?
I forgot.
Smells expensive.
It's just deodorant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We smelling good. Some smelling good brothers out here.
You an awesome man, and I appreciate you.
Hope you find yourself.
Yeah,
too.
we should go out, get drinks.
Wanna get drinks?
Yeah.
How many drinks?
2, 3, 4,
5,
6, 7,
8,
9,
10.
All of them.
On me.
It's on.
I'm gonna take a safety meeting, and we will be right back.
This is the difference between the power of our Creator and anything else, particularly evil. That you can go into a pitch black room full of evil, full of darkness, and light a little candle, and instantly that darkness leaves. But you can't do the opposite. You can't go into a well-lit room full of truth and wisdom and righteousness and joy and health and harmony with the universal power. And you can't take on any amount of darkness and go into that well-lit room and have any effect whatsoever.
Poor people live my storm. Poor people live the strength of under the ground. I'm on the Goon Squad.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This one's for you, Brian Joel.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one's for you, Brian Joel. I specifically thought of Brian Joel when I got that sound drop right there. When I put that drop, when I got that drop, that was all Brian Joel. That was all Brian Joel right there. So thank you. Thank you for the inspiration. Or the inspo. That's what the kids these days. See, kids these days, inspiration's too multisyllabic for them. They can't, inspiration is too much. They got to say inspo. See, they don't even do that right. Because really, if you were going to short it, it'd be inspa. But they said inspo. So that's how you got to, you got to dumb it down a little for the kids, but I keep it modern, I want to keep in touch with the youth, those dumbasses. So I dumb it down for them. Okay? And just in case there's any youths listening, you guys know what I'm talking about. We cool?
That was big.
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Did it break?
I don't know.
Fucking A. That's a 1 in a million fucking shot.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened.
Did it break? No?
No.
Okay. Oh my God.
I can't believe that happened.
I threw the fuck.
I've never seen that happen.
I threw the fucking pen perfectly at the couch, and it must have hit the couch perfectly and like hit the fucking cushion right on a spring, and it fucking hit the fucking couch cushion and fucking just launched. Like that whole EMC squared or whatever, you like, right? Energy, yeah, that was that defied it.
Yeah,
because the amount of pressure I threw, it fucking doubled the force. So I was like, what the fuck? It's still in orbit. It's still in orbit right now. That movie is Guilty Pleasure. You're talking about Ford Fairlane, right? Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Total. Like, that movie has actually a high amount of production value for what it was. It's almost like, at the time, Andrew Dice Clay was this huge stand-up comedian. And it was the equivalent of them giving like Kevin Hart a movie. You really don't know how it's going to turn out, and you hope, he turns out to be like Kevin Hart and a fucking amazing movie star. Well, they gave a movie to Andrew Dice Clay. He's a big, celebrity and a big stand-up comedian. Let's give him a movie or a show, like they did in the 80s and 90s and still do. If you're funny, if you're a good stand-up, maybe they'll give you a show or a movie. Hopefully one day, So they give Andrew Dice Clay a movie and they fucking throw hella production value behind it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it directed by like Michael Bay or Bruckheimer or some shit? I can find out right here. Or Tony Scott. Oh! Just opened up my stocks.
Oh, right on.
Cool. I took a home run shot and it worked. Director of Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Rennie Harlin. Rennie Harlin is the director of The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Now, I know a lot of you are like, yeah, I know exactly who the fuck that is. Keep talking. But for the few of you who don't know exactly who the fuck Rennie Harlin is, you know, Brittany. You know, those Britneys of the world who don't know Rennie Harlin by name. I know you don't. Only fucking movie watching film nerds like me know if you say the name Rennie Harlin right off the fucking jump. Only nerds like me are like, what? No way. Rennie Harlin, director of Leon the Professional, director of Long Kiss Goodnight, director of Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Yeah, I knew I'd find. Yeah, Leon the Professional, undoubtedly his greatest work. Putting him on the map.
Okay.
French director Rennie Harlin. I actually have a story about him. John.
Yeah.
My buddy John met him and has like crazy stories. It has a whole chapter in the book about meeting him.
No shit.
Yeah.
One of his movies sometime?
Huh?
You'll play one of his movies for me sometime?
Yeah, I mean, if we were going to watch a movie, it'd be Leon the Professional, which is a great action movie, crime drama. It's, you know, something that makes an action movie like that special is doing things differently, showing the run of the mill. Yeah, guys are after a guy and the guy could fight back with guns. How are you going to make that different? You know, the John Wicks of this world pull it off. The Lethal Weapons and Die Hards of this world pull it off. And Leon the Professional was a movie that pulled it off. Okay. They showed it to you. You knew people are going to come and kill this guy, and this guy is going to defend them with bullets. You know, yeah, we've seen that a million times. And if it's done the wrong way, it's boring, and you don't want to watch it again. And then some movies elevate, and you're like, whoa, that was fucking awesome.
For sure.
The movie does have a slight kind of creepy pedophilia vibe.
Okay.
Because he's protecting this girl, and she's 10 years old, played by Natalie Portman, who's like 10 or 11 at the time.
All right.
But she starts to kind of strangely like fall in love with him in a way. But it's more of a protector thing, you know, like a dad, like yeah. And so the movie and I think the director having kind of European sentiments lays into it a little and kind of portrays it in a way where you're just like, that's creepy. There's a couple scenes where you're like, and it is meant to cringe you a little because it's the story. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's just a fucking in your face, fucking high powered fucking action movie. Just yeah, bullets, explosions, and twists and turns and good old fashioned violence. And yeah, Natalie Portman, you know, showing why she's an amazing fucking actor.
Yeah, I love Natalie Portman.
Brian Joel says small pedo vibe. Yeah, yeah, a little bit, little bit. You know, but yeah, good fucking movie. Good movie. But yeah, so Adventures of Ford Fairlane, directed by that fucking guy. Directed by that guy. So like they threw money at this movie back in the day, and it just didn't pop. Audiences just didn't. Motley Crue was in the lead singer of Motley Crue was in the first scene. Motley Crue was like the band of the 80s and 90s. So they broke away from their busy schedule to like guest star in the movie and have a fucking song for the soundtrack. They had Freddy Krueger, the actor who played Freddy Krueger, like one of his only other roles other than Freddy Krueger. He was the villain in the movie. They threw fucking big money at the fucking thing. Fucking Al Bundy was in the movie. It was funny. It was fast, but it just wasn't like, audiences weren't ready for that kind of movie at the time, and they weren't ready for him. Sorry. They weren't ready for Andrew Dice Clay to not be kind of like the gross comedian, because Andrew Dice Clay was known for being the kind of gross out comedian of the time. He told like dirty dirty nursery rhymes. That was like his thing. He'd be like, "Oh, hickory dickory dock, some chick was sucking my cock. The clock struck 2, I dropped my goo and dumped the bitch on the next block. Oh!" Like that was his thing. And fucking, I'm not joking, Madison Square Garden filled, packed to the brim of people fucking hanging on his every fucking word. And he'd literally be like, "Little boy blue, he needed the money. Oh!" And a fucking 100,000 people fucking losing their goddamn minds.
No shit.
Yeah. And fucking and fucking reciting these dirty, and this is like, we're talking 1988, 1989. Okay. Not long ago, but a different fucking time. A different fucking time in humanity.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, talk show for humans. I'm your host, Westside. Hour and 47 minutes in. See how quick that went? I was struggling, and then it's like, nah, boom, stick and move. Now I'm fucking, I got 2 more hours to go. But yeah, it was a different time. But he was like just the pinnacle of like dirty comedians, and I think he comes out with this movie, and he was like legit like a funny action star. And it was a movie, if it came out today, it would be The Rock, it would be a Kevin Hart, it would be a successful action comedy. But at the time, it wasn't like, there wasn't the hugest market for that. It was just budding. That whole Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, action comedy thing was just starting. People went for one of two things. You didn't, guys went to the movies to see explosions. They didn't go for comedy, unless it was like a couple, like Arnold can have like 4 jokes in there, 5. Then you're like, I don't know, man. It's fucking corny. That one was kind of corny. He had 5 jokes. I don't like when he has 5 jokes. 4 jokes is fine. Wayne Newton, Gilbert Gottfried, Gilbert Gottfried, I was in that movie too. That sound like him? I can't tell.
You were close.
Almost, yeah. I could work on it. Yeah. Let's see. Jen Matt, what is that trade on the free league? Is there a trade? Is there a trade going on? I love the trade game, man. I've been trading up a storm. Traded away, I don't give a fuck, man. Somebody the other day was like, "Oh, would you trade away Patrick Mahomes?" I said, "Fuck yeah. Kidding me? I'll trade any player on my team. I don't give a fuck." Now, I'm not trading him away for nothing, but everybody knows I will trade away any player on my team. You think Travis Kelce thinks he's safe on my team? Fuck no, buddy. You're safer in the fucking arms of Taylor Swift, all right? And we all know how that fucking shit ends, all right? I can tell you right now. No, I'll trade away I'll trade away Patrick Mahomes, Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco, later. I'll trade away my team. I don't give a shit. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I traded a running back to Nufo, thinking I was, getting a top wide receiver. Turns out, no. I think the guy I traded away doubled the amount of points that I got. But I needed a wide receiver, and fuck it. Sometimes you got to take a chance, man. You got to fucking hang him out there. Fuck it. I think I won all 3 of my leagues this year. And this is funny. Everybody's talking about the GOAT, this shit. This week in the group chat, I told everybody I'm not going to lose any more games. And what I do, I won 3 games in a row. Nobody wants to talk about that shit, okay? Nobody wants to talk about that because nobody fucking celebrates when Tom Brady just wins, When Tom Brady just wins, people are like, yeah, fucker, it's what you're supposed to do. You're Tom fucking Brady. So I get it. I'm being held at that standard. It's fine. It's cool. That's why I'm at that point. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here at the pinnacle. The pinnacle is actually higher, but you can't see it on camera. So just imagine that this is the pinnacle and everything else is like here. This is the pinnacle, all right? And I'm looking up at it. Wow, look at the pinnacle. Fuck, man. I titled the show generic Vinagra. I don't know why. I just kept saying it to myself. Generic Vinagra. I kept saying it to myself. Because I was thinking of this thing in my mind about like friendship, right? Like my friends will do anything to make fun of me. And not just like my friends, but like people who are close to me. And I don't know why. You know, I don't do anything to ask for this. You know, I don't, and I never reciprocate. You know, when people do this to me, when people like, you know, like make fun of me and or laugh at me when I fail at something, you know, I never do that. I try to be the bigger person, you know. And I know somebody out there is like, oh, bigger person. I'm the bigger person. I'm the bigger fat. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can take that weight joke. It's fine, you know. I'll take that too. Make fun of my weight. I don't make fun of your weight. I would never make fun of your weight. Anybody's weight. But it's okay. I can take it, you know. And then Brittany explained it to me the other day. Why? It's because she said it's because I'm so good at everything. And like literally everything I do, you know, like if you guys have ever seen me throw a football, you'd be like, the fuck are you doing on the mic, man? You have a fucking cannon. Everything I do. There's a secret to that. I don't do anything that I'm bad at. And so every now and then somebody's like, hey, let's go out and play pool. And I'm like, oh, I can't, man. Hurt my wrist. No, I suck at pool. You'll never find that out because I'm never going to play pool with you because I'm always going to have an excuse. Oh, man, my finger. Oh, I have nerve damage, fibromyalgia. No offense to anybody with that. So it's like, I will always have an excuse to do something. Oh, man, we're going ice skating. Oh, man, I'm not. But eventually we'll go do something that I'm good at. You know, like, I don't know, like everything else, right? Everything else. That's not on the ice or the snow.
Absolutely
everything. Yeah, or two wheels.
Yeah.
So I don't do shit that I suck at. But I with my friends, like fantasy football, I used to win a bunch of championships. I used to dominate. I used to be really good. I say used to because the pool, the competition pool is heating up now. Everybody's starting to get at my level. You know, everybody's watched and took notes. I always say, take notes on what I'm doing, and it'll improve. And everybody started to improve. And now I see my friends, they're all doing good. You know, Pete's 2-5, G's 7-0, 7-0. So it's still in the need of a tight end. Oh, okay. I got Kelsey. I'll throw Kelsey on the fucking block. I'll throw him on the block tonight. I don't give a fuck. All right, is what Taylor said. But I noticed, like, if I trip, like the other day I tripped, and Brittany fucking laughed her fucking ass off. It
was so funny.
Yeah. And it's not like it was a bad trip. I didn't like fall. I didn't like. Yeah.
The trip is more.
I hit the front. I hit the front part of my shoe on a curb, and it just like and I tapped, and I just double stepped. Yeah.
But it was the fact that you always walk perfect.
Right.
And for the first time in 21 months, I saw you not walk perfect.
Yeah.
And it was so funny.
Yeah. And she had a good little laugh. I wasn't in danger in any way. And she had a little giggle, and she kind of like examined her feelings afterwards of why would I? Well, I wasn't in danger, so there's nothing there. I wasn't hurt physically. So why not have a little giggle at that? Because I stumbled. Mm-hmm. You know, I wasn't perfect for one moment. And that's
it's so rare. Those things happen so rarely. But like the other week, we were standing in the kitchen and you were eating grapes and you threw it into the garbage, but it didn't go in the garbage.
Yeah.
It hit the can. That was so
Yeah.
I hurt myself. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's because the people that we keep around ourselves, we elevate. You know, there's a reason why I have the friends I do. There's a reason why, you know, I look at members of my family in regard, my friends in regard, is because I lift them up to a level. You know, you're no run of the mill asshole. I'm gonna let you into my house. You know, I'm gonna cook for you and let you into my home, and you're gonna be my friend. You know, you can have my phone number and you can call me up and I'll call you. And I wouldn't do that for, you know, any other person. You know, there's people I work with that, you know, I would just like avoid, like, no, you're not getting we're not hanging out. You know, I'm avoiding that situation. So it's not like everybody gets that, you know. So in that kind of social context, you have, you know, regular pieces of shit, and then like people you elevate into your friend circle. Yeah. Everybody else is basically a piece of shit to you, because, you know, like, oh, that dude's your friend? Are you inviting him to your home on Thanksgiving? You're gonna cook for him? Fuck no. Okay, exactly. So stop saying use your fucking homie. You know, there's friends, and then there's all the other people. Yeah. You know, maybe I use the harsh language of saying all the other pieces of shit, but let's face it. You know, I am an asshole. I say that shit. I don't give a fuck. But so basically, we hold our friends in high regard, and I think that's what it is like when you hold someone in high regard and you see them fuck up a little, and when it's non-consequential. Yeah. You know, my buddy had, you know, there was no possibility of him injuring himself. Nothing went wrong. I just got to see him fuck up, make a little mistake right quick. And I could celebrate that and throw it in his face, and it's not mean or anything, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you fucking got me. And that's like the thing of friendship. Now you don't want to, you know, you wouldn't like, you know, so you walk up on a friend, and you're like, I saw you trip back there, ha ha ha, fucking asshole, fuck you, all right, you know. But you wouldn't say like, you know, oh man, your girlfriend broke up with you, fucking loser, bro. Fucking, you can't keep a girl to fucking save your life. You know, that's a fuck. You don't celebrate that fuck up, you know. Yeah. But it because there's consequences there, but it's those inconsequential fuck ups that's how you know you're really in a friendship. You know, like if your friends can't fuck with you like that, they don't look at you like that. You know, like you're not as close as you think you are, or maybe you're just too sensitive of a person that people won't joke around with you. You're like, hey, you can't take that shit. Never fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucked with him one time and he like fucking blew up.
You know, very few people in my life do I have that kind of relationship with. Very few people. Yeah.
Well, it's like to have that kind of relationship with someone, not only are you saying, hey, when you make these inconsequential fuck ups, you know, I'm gonna have a laugh at that at my expense, but you're also saying
you can do it to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like there's some people in my life where it's like, I don't want to open up that door for you to be able to say shit, because I know this person will abuse that shit, you know, like, or this person has no fucking sense of humor whatsoever. Like they're never going to say some fun, or this person like says some fucking, like, has a big mouth, and they're going to say that shit in front of hell of people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you know the person that is your friend. Mm-hmm. That's why they have that level. You give them that pass, because you're like, I'm gonna give you something right now, bro. I'm gonna give you something right now, and here you go. And basically, it's the gift to be able to make fun of me anytime, and in these rules, and likewise, and we're gonna have fun with that. Like it's a gift, you know. Don't abuse it, but I know you won't. That's why I'm giving you that gift. And so there's certain people in our friendship circle that, you know, you allow that relationship, whether it's a brother or a sister, or whether it's a best friend. You know, you have these kind of relationships where it's like, we're going to knock on each other sometimes. Don't abuse it, you know, like don't fuck it. But if you get a good one, you know, take it. You know, if I throw you an underhanded softball, you better take that shit out of the park, you know, because you're not going to get many chances. You might not get many chances, because I know in my life, and when I'm hanging around my friends or you, I try to fucking conduct myself to be fucking on tip top of my shit at all times, because I know, you know, I got a rep to uphold of being a fuck.
Does that ever get like, God damn, I gotta be on my top-notch behavior all the time?
Fuck no, man. That shit is fucking easy. It's easy being awesome, man. Shit. This is fucking might be hard for some people, but shit.
Well, it comes so naturally for you,
huh? You know what it is? It's it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this. No, it's learned. It's learned behavior. It's being comfortable in yourself. It's saying like, I've lived to a certain point in my life. I've lived to a certain point in my life where I know that there's no bullshit behind me. There's no baggage behind me. You know, like if OJ Simpson goes out and has a conversation in public, like people could bring up shit and be like, he's got to watch his fucking words. Yeah. He can't say something like, oh yeah, and you know, I just went down and you know, took out my knife and started chopping up fruit. People be like, oh man, that reminds me of some shit you did back in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I can have a conversation with people and nobody could be like, oh yeah, remember that time in 1989 where you said this shit about this shit, you know, like, because I've lived my life, right? And I don't I'm not spreading negativity, and I'm also not spreading falsehoods, lies, or anything like that. Nothing's going to come back and really bite me in the ass. And when it does, if it does, or when it has, I fucking own it. Yeah. You know, I own it. And, you know, like when everything happened on this channel in the beginning, I had people coming into the channel and into the chat and calling me out on shit. And there was sometimes I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right on that. And then other times I'd be like, nah, let me fight back on that. Let's see. Oh, heist.
Oh, heist.
I wrote a new heist. Let's see if we can get into there. There's a heist. There's a heist going on, y'all. I wrote a new heist. Let's see if you guys get to see it. It's really stupid. Let's see. What? Brian Joel thinks it's time for a heist, and riders never roll solo. Type heist and amount to join. Long time no heisty. It's real simple. Get a pretend crew. Jack a fake safe. Come back safe and get some points. Easy enough. Let's get heist started up in this is nice. This one's real stupid. Thank you, Dr. GTI. Let's see here. Okay, these biznusters were straight triz-nipping when the Rizniders slid through. A couple heisticuffs broke out. Some siznucka threw a tear giznas canister. And a security biznadger left half the Rizniders laid out kisnold. The Kriznu Bliznos the Siznave and Tiznake the Disno. The Kiznangaroo is Skizniznaped. All right. Once again, Discord, Streamlabs has it all out of fucking whack. Some shit is napping. I'm getting a y'all on my yelly yell. Okay. The Kriznu Bliznos the Siznave and Tiznakes the Disno. The Kiznangaroo is Kiznaped. Fuck it, man. It was real late at night, and I was just trying to have fun. I don't know what I was on. I think I had just listened to like a Snoop Dogg song, and he was like, sniz nizzle with the kiz nizzle. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Fuck that. We just need a new heist. Oh, shit. All right. Whatever. Yeah, right, whatever. It wasn't that bad.
It happened. I get it. Some shit has happened.
Some shit has happened. I'm getting a y'all on my yelly yell. I don't know. See, I don't know why. I just haven't. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. We're just having fun. Really? Uh, 2 hours. Boom. 2 hour show. Knocked it out. So anyways, I thought of that while I was in the bathroom today. generic Vinagra.
Yeah.
Because, and you might have saw this moment the other night when my buddy David came into town last month and he visited me and he used my bathroom. And when he used my bathroom, he came out and he said, "Hey man, you still use American Crew?" Now
I
no
heard
one.
that.
Okay, now you didn't really catch it. But that was that was a cap. He was trying to diss on me. You know, and I felt it. Like when he said it, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like I kind of get where I know what he's getting at.
Okay.
You know, American Crew is a hair product for men. You know, yeah. But it's kind of like the Dracar Noir or like the Cool Water Cologne of products. You know, like it's like kind of old fashioned.
Okay.
Like I think when we were in high school, American Crew had just came out. And it was like the hot shit. It'd be like if a girl was like, "Have you heard of Herbal Essences shampoo?" And you'd be like, yeah, when I was a fucking teenager." "You mean the shampoo that gives you an orgasm?" "Yeah, I know that shit."
Yeah.
And so it was like one of those things. He was kind of like dissing, like, "Hey, you're still using fucking American Crew?" And you could see I kind of bobbed and weaved real quick. I was like, "Oh well, I got some other shit from my barber. He makes his own product." You know.
Yeah, but you think you didn't say it like that. You said it very chilled.
Right, but but inside that was my voice. I was backpedaling inside. I was like, but you didn't see the other shit that I have. My barber, he's black. He's black. Okay? My black barber made his own line of products and I bought it because I support small businesses. I support black businesses. I support, there's got to be a couple other in there. There's something else that I support. And so, yeah, it was a diss. And I thought about that today when I saw the American Crew in there. By the way, I'm going to explain the American Crew, okay? When I'm using the pomade, all right, we're going to do a long explanation. I could sum this up real quick, but I'm not going to because it's a fucking talk show for humans. And humans got nothing but fucking time. When I'm really doing my hair, I use the more expensive shit, okay? Because the shit that I get from my barber is like fucking $25 or something. It's very expensive. He made it himself, okay? Not by hand, but whatever. And it's a whole different kind of way that I do my hair. It takes more time. The American Crew is for days that I go to work. For the days that I go to work, I can take that bottle, fucking shake it real hard, squirt a dime size, squirt like 15 cents worth into my hand. Okay. Boom. Throw it in my hair, get it all in, and kind of shape it real quick. Yeah. And it doesn't have any style at work, but it just stays. It just goes. You know, it just stays back and you know, it's a good work hair thing. You know, whatever you call it. What would you call something you put in your hair?
Hair product.
Hair product. Yeah. Thank you. My representative from Revlon. And so I had to explain, this is, so I have American Crew. Yeah, this shit's from the fucking late mid-90s or whatever, but I use it for work, and that's why I keep it in the bathroom. But obviously, I knew. When he said it, I was like, oh shit, I was a little insecure about it. And he got me, and I thought about that today, and I was like, man, like, my buddy David, I'm not going to change his name for you know, I'm not going to change his name to protect my buddy David. I was like, man, fuck him, man, fuck you, fool, fucking dick. Why'd you fucking come out? Okay, I let you use my bathroom, okay, and you're fucking just going to look at the shit, you know, first of all, you're just going to take what you see right there on Front Street in my bathroom, the shit that I have right there for everyone to see, and you're going to make fun of that shit. But you could have went through my fucking drawers and you could have made fun of me for the fucking generic Vinagra. Like, if you digged a little deeper, if you did a little bit more research, you could have found some boner pills in my bathroom and you would have been like, oh shit, hey motherfucker, oh shit, not only do you have American Crew, but you got dick pills. Oh, is this Rogaine? I don't have Rogaine yet. But it was just like that. That's how our friendships are. Like, when I go to his bathroom, goddamn right I'm going to be looking for something. And if I could bring it up in a bunch of fucking people and embarrass his ass, I'm going to do it too. And it's not revenge. It would have been completely organic. He never had to do anything to me in my life. But I for sure would be looking for fucking ammo. I told you guys about the fucking friend I have. I've been taking screenshots of my friend saying that he quit social media for fucking 10 years. For 10 years, my buddy has been quitting social media. And every time I text him, I say, hey, buddy, did you quit social media? And he texts me back, yeah, fuck this shit, dude. I'm over this shit. And I screenshot that. And then a couple years later, he gets back on social media like we all do. And then he gets off social media again. And then I text him again. I say, hey, what's up, buddy? Are you still on social media? What happened? Oh, no, fuck that shit, dude. I do it. I screenshot that shit over the years. And I have a file on my Dropbox that says fucking with friends. And it's screenshots of conversations, it's memes, it's just evidence that I've compiled on them. Not even sometimes about them. Sometimes they'll have a significant other who posts some really embarrassing shit on Instagram or Facebook. I'll screenshot that shit. I'm like, oh my God, look at this embarrassing ass shit. Oh my God. I just compile. I'm like I'm working a case. I'm working a fucking cold case that's going to heat up one day when I fucking put your ass into the fucking fire. I'm just compiling evidence years and years, and I'm just making my case. Oh yeah, one of these days, I'm going to fucking wait till one of these days, these documents are going to become unsealed. All right. After, right around the time they unleash the JFK files and all that shit, I'm going to unleash my files and the world's going to be like, oh my God, you're a really bad friend. No, I'm a good friend. I'm a great friend. We're all great friends. We let each other in to that level. But David could have made fun of the generic Vinagra. You didn't have to make fun of the American crew. That hurt, man. That was cold. That's a low blow, bro. You were really trying to hurt. I'm just joking.
You're still here?
Yeah. Still here.
It's
Crazy.
over.
Yeah. It's over.
Go home.
I'm trying.
Go.
Well, I think that about does her. Wraps her up, right? That's fine, right? 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's a show right there. That's a show right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a show. Right?
It's a good show.
Yeah, good show. Funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're always funny though.
Not always.
For sure.
I feel
Every
like
day we laugh.
but like show wise, I feel like this has been the funniest out of the 4 new shows. Out of the Talk Show for Humans. Yeah. This has been the funniest one so far. But you know, like a lot of shows, you gotta watch a couple episodes and then you kind of get it. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. British humor, Canadian humor, eh? Just kidding. Shout out to my brothers north of the border. Yeah, I think that's it. The only other thing I was going to talk about was the Middle West, but you know what? Something tells me that topic's going to be around for a while. Something tells me if I don't express my thoughts and opinions on the Middle East today, I might have another chance in the future. So, if the topic stays relevant, I might add my thoughts to that sometime. Because it is weird sometimes when you when there's topics. Well, and that's the whole thing is like, what's the break from reality? Like, do I just fucking do a show from a world where certain things don't exist, where certain things didn't happen, Do I do a funny show on the day where a Columbine happens and not talk about Columbine, you know? Or do I add my thoughts on that? Do I try to make it funny? Do I try to make sense of shit, you know? That's the question. Without alienating people, I'm sure I could give my thoughts on the Middle East or the Middle West, and or the Middle West Bank. I could give my thoughts on that, and I'm sure they might be poignant, they might be logical, and I'm sure they also might maybe shut some people out, you know, or maybe divide some people. That's not the goal. That's not what I'm trying to do. So, you know, maybe we'll talk about it sometime. You know, we're back on track here. We're doing a show, trying to do more than 2 a week at this point. So, you know, maybe we'll get to these topics. Let's just know. I'll say this. I know the topic exists. I'm not trying to fucking run from it. I'll talk about it anytime, and we will. We'll get to that. But we've had plenty of fun, right? The Middle West. You know, we could talk about it. Talk about it sometime. It's all good.
My name is Rod, and I like to party. All right, Dave, you're up.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I like to party.
No, Dave, I just said that I party, so maybe do something different for me.
My name is Dave, and I am the stuntman.
You know what? Let's move on.
So, yeah. Let's see. What are we doing for dinner tonight? BLTs? BLTs, baby. I made baklava.
Oh my god, so good.
I made baklava, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And now, I started making baklava when I was a kid, when I was like 15, 16 years old, because I was a shitty student. I liked to draw when I was on school time. I like to draw. I like to use that time to get my drawing in. I used to like to use classroom time to work on my stand-up material. And so that's mostly what I did when I was a kid in high school. And so in doing so, socially, I was pretty cool. Comedically, I had pretty good timing because I worked on it all the time. And I was pretty good at art. Academically, my grades suffered a little bit. They were actually non-existent. But like I said, I had really high marks in making fucking my classmates laugh and drawing. Well, that means that you're gonna get progress reports that get sent home, and they look like somebody's like they look like somebody's going because it just says a bunch of D's or like for unsatisfactory unsatisfactory. And so I knew those were coming in, and every now and then, back when I grew up, you know, in the 90s, every now and then you could snatch one of those, throw it out, burn it, throw it in the canal. Literally, I would do that shit. And I would say, oh my God, I hope it doesn't wash up somewhere. And like some fucking water worker finds it and they're like, hey, this is some kid's progress report. Send it back to the parent. And my parent's going to get it and be like, But every now and then I'd snatch the progress report before it got to the mailbox, and I'd throw it out. She'd be like, oh, isn't it about time for the progress report? I'd be like, I don't know. But I knew every now and then I'd have to allow a progress report to be delivered to the home, you know, just so nobody got suspicious. And you know, usually I'd know, okay, this progress report I'm gonna get delivered, so I'm gonna really try this quarter. But I knew it wasn't gonna be perfect because, like I said, my school hours were not for academics. Okay, this was time for me to socialize with other students and learn how to make people laugh. And thank God I did that, right? Or else I wouldn't be here right now. Okay, so yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. Yeah. All right. And so, I forgot what I was fucking talking about.
You were talking about your progress report cards and making
Oh.
baklava when you were a kid.
Baklava. Long story about baklava. So basically, before I knew that the progress report was coming and I was going to allow this one to be delivered to my mother, and I knew there was going to be a couple things on the progress report that were fucking, worthy of an ass kicking. Let's just say that, like, you know how like the progress report has boxes, and there's like the front section of boxes for like pays attention in class, helps everybody out, turns everything in, always on time. And then there's the back section of things where it's like fucking doesn't do shit, doesn't pay attention, talks all the time, fucking does heroin in the back of the class under, and that shit would be filled up. And so I knew there'd be some shit on my progress report that would get me, like in trouble. And so I learned as a child to make baklava, which was one of my mom's favorite desserts. Now, if you know anything about the dish baklava, you would realize that you need to be like Wolfgang Puck to pull this fucking shit off, all right? This is not like making like a Jello. You know what I'm saying? This is not like making Jello pudding papa. It's not like a simple dish to make. We're not talking about fucking something simple. We're talking about layers and layers of phyllo dough and grinding up. But this is how motivated I was as a child to not get my ass kicked over. And see, I knew how to prevent an ass kicking as a kid. Pay attention in class, do your homework, stop joking around, stop drawing. But see, this is how driven I was to do this kind of shit. Is I was like, no. I know that if I pay attention in school and do all the homework, I know that'll prevent me from getting an ass kicking. Yeah, I know that. But, I got a mission. I'm on Earth for a fucking mission here. You know what I'm saying? This comedy shit is in my soul. I told Brittany the other day, I live this shit. I live my fucking comedy, man. I put myself out there at a young age. I was like, all right, man, I know I'm going to go to school today and I'm going to be fucking making a lot of jokes in class. I know that. And in a couple of weeks down the line, this shit is going to end up by getting my ass busted up. All right. I'm going to get my ass busted for this shit. But I'm fucking dedicated to this shit. I'm dedicated to my craft. And I always was so dedicated that as a fucking 15-year-old boy, I learned how to make fucking baklava. And not like, first of all, it's a hard thing to make. And so it's not like I made it and somebody's like, oh, well, it's pretty good, but, it's really hard to make. No, I made baklava and people were like, holy fucking shit, this is some of the best baklava I've ever had in my fucking life. And so I made baklava the other day, and I hadn't made it for a while because all my progress reports have been really good lately, And so I haven't had any reason to make baklava. But I did it, I made some baklava the other day, and it turned out to be pretty goddamn good baklava. I still got it. I still got the magic. I got the magic in me. I got the magic, baby. So, thank you. So yeah, I think on that note, that was a good joke. That was a solid joke. Yeah, I'm going to give myself that one. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good one. If you can, as always. Hurry up. You guys remember, if you can, go outside, get that good sunshine on your skin, get that good air in your lungs. Call someone you haven't called in a while, and let's keep this positivity rolling day and night, 24/7, and I will see you back here. Do we have an appointment tomorrow? Thursday. I'll be back here tomorrow. How about that shit? All right. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to do those waiver wires.
This is the difference between the power of our Creator and anything else, particularly evil. That you can go into a pitch black room full of evil, full of darkness, and light a little candle, and instantly that darkness flees. But you can't do the opposite. You can't go into a well-lit room full of truth and wisdom and righteousness and joy and health and harmony with the universal power. And you can't take any amount of darkness and go into that well-lit room and have any effect whatsoever.